Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode here on the farmstead. It is blooming hot, like ridiculously hot. It has been all week. And I thought, what a great time to talk to you guys about our South Pole cattle and why we raise South Pole cattle. If you haven't heard of South Poles, they're originated back in the late 90s by a gentleman named Teddy Gentry. Teddy Gentry is in the band Alabama. If you're not familiar with country music, you can look him up. And Teddy, who was raised in Alabama, raised on cattle farms and things like that, raised in the country, he was in search of a cow that performed better in the heat of the South. And so he developed the South Poles. And we have been raising them for probably over 15 years now. My dad got us into them. He did a bunch of research and bought some directly from Teddy. And we've been incredibly blessed by these amazing cows. They are a 4-breed cross. So they have Barsona, Centipole, Hereford, and Red Angus in them to create the breed. And now they're a breed and association all on their own. Ours are all registered. They're fantastic. So they're not just more heat tolerant, but they are also smaller in size. Our mama cows, the association wants us to keep them to about 1,000 to 1,100 pounds. And the main reason for that is so that it's easier for them at calving. They calve with great ease. They're very maternal. They have wonderful maternal instincts. Shane, we've had one bottle-fed calf out of this herd, and that was years and years ago when part of our herd was still on some leased land, and it was a freak thing, and the mom died at birth, and that was the only calf that we've ever bottle-fed. The moms take care of them. They typically calve with ease, and that's due to their smaller stature. Their smaller stature comes in great for other great traits as well. Again, they're wonderful foragers. They know how to go out there and forage. They teach the calves very young how to start grazing. And then they just tolerate the heat better overall. It is currently breeding season for us. Not for us. It's not Shane and I's breeding season. It is the bulls breeding season. That sounded weird. It's the bulls breeding season for the herd to make babies for next year. So Romeo's out here somewhere. This is his favorite time of the year because he gets to be with his ladies. He's out here somewhere doing his job. We've finished up calving season. You can see they're nursing. And it is breeding season for Mr. Romeo. I think he's back here. He'll be like the biggest and darkest color. We'll go find him here in a minute. The other super amazing thing about this breed is how docile they are.
Yep.
Which is why we've kept them for so long and have never tried another breed. Although we have had other animals here, other cattle breeds before. South Poles are by far the most docile. They make Shane's job super easy. And our boys, since they were itty bitty little boys, were always able to move this herd and be around them without any problems at all. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's back there. I'll flip you around so you can see the bull. You see little one nursing. It looks just like mama. Every now and then they have a white face or white markings on their face. Most of them are solid red. That's the Hereford coming out in them. Let's see if we can find Romeo. He's right there. There's Romeo. So there's Romeo. You can see that by the back end. He's doing his thing and is doing his little mating call, whatever he is doing there. Digging at the ground and doing his strut there for the ladies. So Shane, I adore our cows. You know that. Yep. I'm obsessed with our mama cows. They're like my favorite. But you're the one that works with them every day. What is some of your favorite things about them?
How docile they are and how easy they are to handle.
Yeah.
They're just all around a good cow.
How hard is it to move them every single day to fresh grass?
Just open the gate and here they come. Or they're waiting.
And by gate, you mean like this
That
fencing
fence
right here. So we just use this single strand. We have a perimeter fence all the way up, and then the single strand divides the pastures up for Shane to determine how much they need to eat. So they're going this way, right?
Yep.
They're going to be going this way tomorrow. We've been trying to keep them in the shade where we can. A lot of our pastures out in the sunlight, so we've been keeping them in shade where we can. But they're going this way, and so they're eating in here today. They'll go over there tomorrow, and all he does is just unhook this, move back, and the whole herd moves. He doesn't have to call them or yell at them or chase them with four-wheeler or horses. They just move themselves. And even the bulls are really easy to work with.
Yep.
We've never had an aggressive bull. We've had some other bulls here. We've had Jersey bulls, and they can be different temperaments. But we always used our South Pole bulls to raise up even different breeds and teach them more docile behavior and temperament. And they've always done a great job of that. We could just bore people and sit here all day and look at our cows. It's fascinating to us. I don't know if it is to anybody else. We love just to come out here and watch them. Y'all, they're seriously like the best moms ever. And some of these moms are getting way older. Some of them are in the over 16 or 17 years old now. And have given some of our original heifers. And they are still giving us calves. Look at the little ends. I love the little ends. There's Romeo facing us. Hey, big boy. He's a good looking dude. He does a great job. So you'll see here in the pasture in this section, this blue tub, that is their minerals with their salt. And that water trough that they're gathered around is movable as well. Shane builds everything on skids. And so all of that moves with them. So when he opens up the gate tomorrow morning, they'll go ahead and move in. He'll come back into this one, pick up their mineral feeder, bring it over, and then pick up their water. And we have water hookups. How far are our water hookups apart?
About 150, 200 feet apart.
All down the line of the length of these pastures in each one. So we have a lot of water line that we originally put in, like, I don't know, 7,000 feet of it or something crazy like that. But it's been so beneficial, and the cattle never have to go super far for their water. So that's some of the few things that why we love South Pole cattle and why we continue to breed them and raise them up and use them as our cow-calf operation as well in our beef operation. They make a fantastic beef. You can see it's, I don't know, it's late afternoon. It's super hot, and they have moved from the shade out and are grazing even in this heat, and they're doing a great job at it. We've always kind of called it intensive rotational grazing. The terms keep changing. You know, we're regenerative, we're sustainable, we're organic minded, now it's, I think, adaptive grazing. We do intensive rotational grazing. They're moved every 24 hours. The amount of grass they get changes depending on the grass season and their needs and what we've got growing and how much they need and how much they don't need, what the land can do and what the land can't do. So we just practice intensive rotational grazing is what we call it, and making sure that we're listening to the land and the animals and what everybody needs the best that we can. We're not perfect at it, but we try to do what we can to bless the land and bless the animals. And yeah, so we highly recommend South Poles. They're great. We're especially grateful for them right now in this heat because we don't have to worry so much about them when it is this hot. All right, so they've all went out, had a drink of water, gotten some grass. They're moving back into the shade now to cool back off. And one of the things you'll notice is these slick coats they have. They're really shiny, they're slick. Those are good signs. It also helps them to, again, be more heat tolerant. They did a study years ago testing red coat cattle versus black coat cattle. And the red cattle were like internally at least 10 degrees cooler internally than that of black coated cattle, which makes a huge difference. It may not sound like much, but it makes a huge difference when it comes to the stress on the animal, retaining body weights and things like that. And so that's what we love to see, is those nice slicked off coats, shiny. That means they are healthy. They're getting their minerals and the things they need. We hope that you have learned a little bit about our operation, about cows, and about South Pole grass cattle. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. It sure blesses us. Have a great day, y'all.